week on Extra Credit is David Burkus, who is the author of 4 fabulous books, a TED Talk that has had more than 2 million viewers, and his latest book, Hot Topic, Leading from Anywhere, The Essential Guide to Managing Remote Teams. David, welcome to Extra Credit.
Oh, I love that it's extra credit. Thank you. Who couldn't use more extra credit?
Okay, so your starter for 10. A great leader is one who?
Trusts more than they document. I think too many people are micromanaging and not enough people are saying, I trust you to get it done. Let me know how I can help.
Being an ally means?
Empathy and listening and taking the time to actually make sure you hear somebody. I think we listen to stories way too often for the details and not the emotion behind them.
Ooh. The trait you most deplore in yourself?
I'm probably a little too extroverted.
Is that even possible? All right. The trait.
It is when you're talking over people like I just did.
No, but I think I started. One of us inhaled and that was it. It was the sign to the other extrovert to start talking. So
all right,
easy to go. What's the trait you most deplore in others beyond the storytelling, listening to stories inappropriately?
Some people have a different conception of time than I do. I'm very much the get there 5 minutes early type of person. And it's really hard to deal with the 10 minutes late is fine type of people.
Okay, thank you very much. The first step in working with difficult people is to
get them to understand how many people are relying on them. Right. We are interdependent on almost any team. And so if you can get a lot of difficult people to realize that their performance is dependent on you and yours on them, a lot of these problems start to resolve. They're not done, but they start.
Oh, words that just warm my heart and the theme from my book, Cultivate. So on that note, though, we've talked about your book in the main episode. And if you haven't watched it, switch over to the playlist and watch David and I talk about his book. What was the last book you read?
So I am just finishing a book from Benjamin Hardy and Dan Sullivan called Who Not How, which is about how when we face problems in our life, we often think about, oh my gosh, how am I going to accomplish this? Instead of thinking, who can help me find a solution to this problem, which is a way better way to approach things.
Okay. Something you're never without.
My phone, unfortunately. I've found that what I do is I have 2 different screens now. I have a work screen and a play screen. And so I swipe over at the end of the day, but it's still on me probably too often.
I like that idea. I think having a phone, though, by you all the time isn't that just another sign of being a human?
I mean, that's fair. So I used to, and I'm going to break that. I used to have 2 devices. That used to be my separation, is that I had the home device, which was a tablet that had no work on it, and the phone that was a work device. And unfortunately, in the last year, it's been harder to keep that balance because we're all sort of here. So I still try and maintain that, but I found that the screen helps as much too, the 2 different screens.
I might go and investigate that at the end of today. 3 words to describe you at your best.
Smart but funny.
Is that?
How's that?
I love it. All right. Well, maybe
I would say I feel like I'm at my best when I'm explaining concepts from psychology, peer-reviewed research into human behavior, but doing it in a way that's kind of entertaining and engaging to an audience. That's me at my best. And so let's call that smart but funny.
You're like the dinner lady or the dinner man who's serving the chocolate-covered broccoli.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Which is a callback to our interview in the main show. So you need to go to the playlist and watch the main show.
Yeah, maybe that could be your new logo. So my last question then, one thing that you hope that we, the collective we, take away from the last 12 months in this pandemic experience?
That it's not a question of building work-life boundaries. It's a question of making them work together, right? That does mean we need boundaries between work mode and personal mode, so we're not shortchanging either one. But they're not these 2 different spheres of our life. And they really, until the Industrial Revolution, they haven't been in human history. And so I think we need to get back to that idea that it's about integrating them properly, not about balancing 2 opposing spheres.
Love it. David Burkus, thank you so much for your time today. It's been a pleasure getting to know you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.